we have been able to mobilize. And, this is a national effort. Yes, so need is our number one priority. You're in need, we want you to be here. Good morning.
Good morning.
MP, yes?
Thank you.
And
Mr.
it's the MP for Southern St. James, Nikisha Birchall. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thanks for having
your community.
Yeah, thank you for choosing South St. James too, because South St. James really and truly is tucked away in the southern part of St. James, and we don't get a lot of attention. So thank you for making the trip up to Anchovy High this morning.
Sure. And we also have a location in Central. That's Central St. James.
At Cornwall.
At Cornwall College.
Well, we have a lot of students from South St. James who attend Cornwall College, so we feel we have you on two tracks this morning.
Very well. But tell me, driving down this morning, the moment we made that turn off at Reading, that left turn to head here, we were struck at line of traffic bumper to bumper for about 2.5, 3 miles.
Right.
What's causing that?
And it's both ways, actually, so it extends all the way back through to Anchovy. This is a problem that predates Hurricane Melissa, but obviously she made it worse. Around Eba Prep there about on Long Hill, the water seemed to have gotten under the asphalt and has crumpled it, and it has caused no ends of problems for us because the traffic is piled up on both sides. So even if you have an emergency, as is the case of a constituent recently last week, she was on the way to the hospital, had an emergency and had to sit in traffic. She ended up suffering a stroke.
Wow.
And it has been distressing. But I've been in touch with the National Works Agency, even though Long Hill is not in my constituency, asking them to look at it. And I've been given some assurances that on Sunday they're going to capitalize on the day that JPS has used to close down Long Hill to do JPS work, and AAA will take a look at that spot right at Eba Prep to see if we can get it moving quicker.
But that road suffered a lot of damage, and the areas surrounding there, I saw the devastation.
Tremendous damage. And as I said, and right here at Anchovy High School, when you speak with Dr. Stewart, she will tell you.
The principal.
The principal. She speaks to me almost every week because her students don't come to school on time. Her teachers don't make it to school on time because of the condition of the road. Montpelier main road, where we had some protest about a month or so ago, well, a month and a half ago, has been really a sore point and a sore issue for businesses and schools and families in this area. JSIF and NWC had this big road project to lay pipe, which we want and need, but the road condition was so poor, had deteriorated so greatly that getting to school on time had become really a challenge for education in this constituency. So when we asked then for them to help us to fix up that road so we could get our business moving, we didn't anticipate that Hurricane Melissa would make it even worse. So right now, even this school, we don't have a rural bus transportation system right now. Hasn't restarted in South St. James, so getting even the upper school and the 10th graders who are coming in next week to school at Cambridge High and here, it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us.
Yeah, the principal, Dr. Laverne Stewart, with whom I was speaking earlier, said to me that on her initiative, she has procured a bus for those students in Betheltown. Yeah, and it's making a world of difference for them.
But she will tell you it's not enough. It can take a portion of the students, but we still need some more. But the teachers and the principals, Mr. Hanson, Miss Manning, and Dr. Stewart, they're finding very inventive ways at Malden High, at Cambridge High, and at Anchovy High to survive this. Sadly, we lost the D Cup team from Malden High because they had advanced so far in the competition, but since Hurricane Melissa, people have been displaced, and so they haven't been able to pull their team together to complete their run in this tournament, and that's a heartbreak for us. But Hurricane Melissa is affecting us in every way possible.
You know, I was speaking, MP, with some of the students here. The grade 11 students are on campus today. And what struck me, they're suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, and I mean, we are not professionals in the therapy and counseling field, but we can see it. People are standing in daze. You see them just standing and staring in space. You're talking to them and their minds trail and go off. and you talk to the children, and the first thing they'll ask you for is, remember Christmas are coming, I want you on bicycle. I promise so much bicycle, I don't know where to go get bicycle from, because it's as if I can't give you the house.
Yeah.
But if I can at least give you a toy for Christmas, then maybe it will help a little. But yes, we're going to have to find some
So
organized
anybody listening
way.
out there, the people, the children of Southern St. James, if you can gift them bicycles, it could make a big difference to their mental well-being.
Absolutely.
So if you have any bicycles can give, just let us know. We'll pass it on to the Member of Parliament, Nikisha Burchell.
Thank you.
And you need about how many?
2,000?
Be brave
Or
and ask.
20. It doesn't matter. Whatever you give, we will put it to good use here.
Exactly.
Yes.
Tell us though, in terms of the immediate needs, it's been 5 weeks since Melissa. I get the impression that people are accessing more food. Yes, but clothing now seems to be a problem.
Clothing, including underwear, is still a need here in South St. James. Remember, people lost, and I don't want to compare our tragedies, right? But in Catherine Hall, for example, in Montego Bay, mud and water came in.
Right.
But after they were able to wash out the mud and the water, they have a house and they can get back in. In South St. James, as the gentleman said to me, Miss, everything split up. Not split up, everything split up. All of the board, all of the zinc, everything gone. So we have nothing to build on to stage our reemergence after Hurricane Melissa. And she took our underwears, she took our clothing, she took our bedding, she took all of our memories, our pictures, and everything that we had created our lives around in South St. James.
Yes.
So yes, our emergency and urgent needs include clothing of every item or article you can think of. And I'm begging you, we are in need, but we're asking you to treat us with some dignity, ensure that what you send to us are new, especially undergarments. But if you are sending us clothing that has been worn, make sure it is something that you would still wear yourself. It is of good quality and good condition. Launder them if you must. Even though my team, we sort through what we receive, it really isn't very nice when you have to clean through too much to get aid to the people. You know,
the first set of students I met, in a classroom, I asked, how did Melissa treat you? And the first response came from a young lady. And she said, I don't have my clothes. You take my clothes.
I need clothes. Clothes is an urgent need. And you mentioned food. You can see the line outside. You're here today, the line is long out to the gate, and it's going to get longer. So food is still a daily need. So yes, people will come in and donate bags of food that can last for a family 2 days or so. But the next 2 days, they need another bag. But I know this is not a sustainable project.
Exactly.
Nationwide isn't going to come here every week and give us food. So we're trying to see how we can get back to producing for ourselves.
Yes.
We're farmers. So we want the seeds, the seedlings, and the planting materials. We want the yam head, we want the planting sucker, we want the potato slip, we want the banana sucker, we want the lettuce and the pop chow seeds, you know, so we can there. So hopefully by spring we can have some of our own things. We don't have breadfruit tree outside again, you know, because she has stripped everything bare. And that would actually fill the gap. When we can't go to the supermarket, we could dig a piece of yam outside and eat it with oil or whatever. But no, our chickens are gone, so we can't pluck the chicken. Our staples, the yam, the banana, the breadfruit, the plantain, those have also retreated. So we still need a little tiding over with the food until we can sustain ourselves.
Let me ask you, the restoration of essential services, how is that going? Where are you in terms of the constituency with, for example, electricity?
0% still. Not one light post has been lifted in South St. James since. Not one, not quarter. Any light post that has been removed, it has been done by the community people themselves, and after that NWA, but not JPS. They have not yet made it to South St. James. So we're still behind. But I'm told that with the work they plan to do on Sunday on Long Hill, it will give them an entrance into a part of the constituency, and hopefully they'll move into South St. James at some point. But no, we have zero electricity. And if you're here for later, We don't have a starry night tonight. It will be pitch dark. So we do need some solar lights
yeah.
for the homes. And obviously we know we have to protect our women and our children. So as many lights as we can get and flashlights
Yes.
and stuff, we
Yes.
need those to help us until we get back electricity. The last projection I heard was sometime next year. So help us if you have lights that we can use.
Yeah. And how is it in terms of the point you alluded to a while ago? Women become quite vulnerable.
Right. I've
darkness.
gotten a number of reports about that, and I've reported what I can to the authorities. And I'm asking the community members to look out for the women, to look out for the children, to look out for the elderly women. They are at particular risk right now. They're very vulnerable. So we are a community that should be looking out for our grandmothers. Let's not prey on them.
Yeah. And for the elderly, the shut-ins, we picked up last week when we were in Westmoreland that there is a reality that some people were taking stuff in the name of taking it to an elderly shut-in neighbor and not delivering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that challenge, and it's a part of the culture, the post-Hurricane Melissa culture that is setting in that we don't want. We have to genuinely care for those who cannot come out and get the relief. And it's a part of the coordination issue. If we continue to only go along the main spine and the main artery of the roads, they will never get. We have to go into the communities, and I'm offering myself and my team in South St. James to help us to get to them, because it's my office they call. It's me they hold up when they see on the road to say, Miss Matty or Miss Gata never get nothing, you know, and it's not because food is not there, but some people keep on getting over and over because they're in the attention of the trucks that come into the communities.
Yeah. And it is sad. Yeah.
It's very sad.
Because you get a bag, 2 bags. Don't take what is for Miss Matty next door.
No.
Don't do it.
No,
you know?
absolutely. You shouldn't.
And in terms of the coordination, what do you think could make a big difference?
I
in
think
getting into
including those who have developed through their professions established channels of getting to the grassroots. So the political representatives on both sides, we have over the years developed teams and groups at the community level that knows everyone. They can be the vehicle to get to the community. I mean, we appreciate what the JDF is doing, but honestly, a corporal coming from Kingston on a lorry won't know how to get to the people. They can guide it, they can be a part of it, they can transport it. But I feel that we ought to fold in the political units in the communities to help fold in the church from both sides. Fold in the church. Let me tell you what I'm doing with that $10 million that was offered to me by the Prime Minister to help with housing in South St. James. When I got it, I didn't know what to do with it. I still don't know, but I'm moving, right? So we were told that we should not give anybody less than $100,000. Of that, of that $10 million, that's 100 persons that we can assist with any form of housing. That's one community. So the fairest way I've come up with is I'm reducing it to 50,000 and I can help 200 persons. But I'm offering 50 of those spots to 50 churches in the constituency for them to choose one person each, that's 50, and then 25 each to each of the 4 councillors, both JLP and PNP in South St. James, which leaves me with 50 for me to choose, and I'm going to be working with the CDCs and the youth clubs to choose the 50. That's the fairest way I can think of to get to 200 people, which if it's even 2 sheet apply and 2 zinc, you know, but it's what we can do.
Let me ask you, Nikisha Birchall, you're a first timer in the parliament.
Yes.
Yeah, the elections were September 3. Melissa struck a month and a half later, October 28th. Yes? This was a shock for you?
Oh, of course. Like, when I was campaigning, I told them I was going to fight for them and I was going to hit the ground running. But then the ground became lava, you know? So
I understand.
but
flowing lava.
What? Yeah, and it's hard to hear people's pains. Every day you go in the community, they want to show you them house. And I'm like, it's not me who's going to repair the house. The government is sending somebody in to look at the house, but they want you to look. It gives them a little bit of comfort and stuff. But I'm still fighting for you. I promise you I'm going to step in the lava and try not to get too burnt, but I'm going to
Yes.
still fight for them
Yes.
on this journey.
All right.
Yeah.
Stick with it.
Thank you.
Stick with it. Good
Thank you.
experience for you.
Of course, of course.
Nikisha Burchell, the first timer, MP for Southern St. James, with us. Stay with us.